You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Fortune. Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother. Cover my sister. Them who under pressure. Cover the preacher. Every church worker. The young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me. Cover me.
Do not categorize the blessing by colors. It is not the colors you need to watch. It is the character. Watch out for the character. I'm going to tell you, there are three basic types of people that you will interact with if you are a child of destiny. Can I share this with you? The first group are confidants. Confidants. You will have very few of them. Confidants are those people in your life who love you unconditionally. They are into you. Whether you're up or down, right or wrong, they are into you. They're in trouble, they get in trouble with you. They'll come see you in the jailhouse. They'll come get you out the crack house. They're confidants. You can open up and share anything with them. You'll never inherit your kingdom until you find your confidant. You can't be David till you find your Jonathan. Having a good confidant is the key that unlocks the kingdom, because you were raised outside the gate and God's going to cause you to reach over the wall. You got to have a confidant behind the wall who can mentor you for what God is going to do next in your life. The problem with most people is that everybody they run around with is under them. And so you are forever feeding people who can't feed you. And after you're feeding them, they begin you. You got to have somebody feed you so you can feed somebody else. Oh, y'all. Am I talking to anybody in here? You need the confidant then. The confidant is those few people that come along in your life that are for you. They are with you. They are intimately intertwined in your life. They are there to make sure that you reach your destiny. They will confront you. They will get in your face. They will get in your business. They will tell you when you're wrong, because they are confidants. If you have 2 or 3 of them in a lifetime, you are a blessed person. Without them, you'll never be who God called you to be. You need to find your confidant. Number 2, the other group are your constituents. They are not into you. They are into what you are for. They are for what you are for. They are your constituents. And as long as you are for what they are for, they will walk with you and work with you and labor with you, but never think that they are for you. They are for what you are for. And you have to know that, because if they meet somebody else that will further their agenda, they will leave you and hook up with them, because they were never for you. They were just for what you were for. They are your constituents. And throughout your life, if you're not careful, particularly if you're broken, you will mistake your constituents for your confidants. And you will think that they are for you when they are really not for you. They are just for what you are for. By the time you get through falling in love with them, they will break your heart as they hook up with somebody else who is for what you are for, because it was never about you anyway. It was about the causes that you represent. They are for what you are for, but they are not for you. They are your constituents. Can I go deeper with this? The third group are your comrades. These people are not for you, nor are they for what you are for. It is just that they are against what you are against. And the comrades will make strange bedfellows. This will cause people to come together who are not for you, and they are not for what you are for, but they are against what you are against. And they will team up with you to help fight a greater enemy. But don't be confused by their associations. They will only be with you until the victory is accomplished. These people are like scaffolding. They come into your life to fulfill a purpose. And when the purpose is complete, the scaffolding is removed. But don't be upset when they are removed, because the building always remains when the scaffolding is removed. What I'm saying to you, my brothers and sisters, expect the constituents and the comrades to leave you and desert you after a while. Don't be upset when they don't react to your dream the way you expected them to, because they were never really with you in the first place. Be careful then who you tell your dream to, because if you tell your dream to your constituents, they will desert you and try to fulfill the dream without you. If you tell it to your comrades, they won't support it because they never were for what you were for anyway. If you find a few people in your entire life with whom you can share your dream with, you are a blessed somebody. I can tell you how to identify people who are really for you. If they are really for you, they will weep with you when you weep, and they will rejoice when you rejoice. When you walk in a room and you tell somebody good news, stop being happy for a minute and watch their reaction. If they're not happy for you, shut your mouth and walk back out of the door. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying to you. Oh yeah, because when they are really connected to you, they will be happy for you when you share your dream. Find somebody, look them in the eye and say, are you happy for me? If you don't get the right reaction, don't tell them anything else. You need somebody who's really going to be happy for you. I don't want just anybody praying for me. I don't want none of them haters praying for me, because you know you hate me and you don't want me to succeed. I want somebody praying for me who really wants me to be blessed, who wants me to be an overcomer, so you can put up your oil and stop speaking in tongues, because you know you never did speak to me anyway, and ain't no need in you coming up here in this hospital like you gonna pray some cancer up off of me. I'd rather have somebody who really loves me lay across the bed and rebuke the devil. And God is so faithful, he'll always give you somebody. Oh, if he ever sent anybody into your life to help you, you ought to just clap your hands and thank him for the people he sent. Don't worry about the people he took. You ought to praise him for the people he sent. Tell somebody, say, somebody help me. I didn't get here by myself. Somebody helped me to get here. Somebody taught me how to stand. Somebody got me behind the gate. Somebody taught me the protocol of the palace. Somebody encouraged me when I felt like dropping out of school. Somebody helped me when my back was up against the wall. Somebody mentored me when I was going through a divorce. Somebody helped me when I was going through a crisis. God is so faithful that he will never leave himself without a witness. He will send somebody. Can I preach on?
Oh no 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 no. Lord, we tune into WZYE 95.9. The world right in the airwaves, shining bright and fine. From Margate to the islands, the signal never fades. We lift our hands and praise you for the joy that it brings today. Bless Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, all the viewers too. Every viewer, every caller, every chatter in the crew. Pour your favor on the station. Let the Holy Ghost flow free. WZYE 95.9, broadcasting victory. Oh, 95.9. Oh, now stretch your mighty hand, Lord, across the ocean wide to Trinidad and Tobago, where the Trini Spirit rides. Bless the citizens, Trinidad style. Woo. Sweet, strong, and true, with Douglas fire in their hearts.
Bona. The body bona, the bona, the bona, the bona, the bona. Yellow chan can lona the bona, the bone. Kamla the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Stand up for the people, make the economy wake. From the poor man table to the children's school bag. She bring back the money, she fly the Trini flag. Superpower Caribbean, watch it rise again. Kamla Prasad Bisses are the Iron Lady Rain. Hey, Mountain Kamla, hey. Trinidad champion, she come from the struggle. No, the poor man feel pocket empty, light be lie, but she nah kneel. Open the door for the youth, them give them hope and chance. Build school, build road, give every picnic a dance. Them say economy dead, she say watch me now. Bring back the jobs, make the dollar run through. From Laventil to Cedros, from Tobago shore. She feeding the hungry, she open every door. Strong like a mountain, rain now wash she down. When the pressure bust, she still stand her ground. Strong like a mountain, rain now wash she down. When the pressure bust, she still stand her ground. Kamla the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Stand up for the people, make the economy wake. From the poor man table to the children's school bag. She bring back the money, she fly the Trini flag. Superpower Caribbean, watch it rise again. Kamla Prasad Bisses are the Iron Lady Rain. Hey, Mountain Kamla, hey. Trinidad champion, champion, champion. Trinidad champion, champion. Hey. Trinidad champion, Trinidad. Them try back, she down, try shake, she foundation. But she stand like Everest, pure determination. Caring for the children, no more hungry belly cry. Books in them and future bright like blue sky. She willing fi fight, she willing fi bleed. For every Trini soul, every single need. Oil money flowing, tourism boss again. Trinidad and Tobago with the boss of the chain. No more begging no island, we leading the pack. Kamla the general, we marching right back. She fly straight to USA, link up with Trump. Sit down like boss, no time for no stamp. Talk for the people, talk for the land. Come back with the pen, we go right all the wrong. And sign off the deals, make the money rain hard. Economy jump up, no more so fired. Poor man get house, children get light. She rewrite the future, make everything right. That pen in she hand like Excalibur blade. Kamla the queen, know the whole world afraid. She strong, she wise, she love we fi true. From the ghetto to the mansion, she there for me and you. One voice, one nation, one Trinidad queen. 23 seats and beyond, she live in the dream. Kamla the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Superpower Caribbean, watch the whole world shake. She get the pen, she right the wrong. Now we on top, eh. Mountain Kamla, Trinidad and Tobago, we back on top again, eh. Trumpin' champion, Kamla, 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 Kamla. Trinidad forever.
Straight to the top, 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 top. We moving up, straight to the top, 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 top. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. Better days are Run and tell everybody a change has finally come. We fixing TNT. You and see his love. And tell everybody the work has just begun. We build it TNT, you and see we'll get it done. So whatever, whatever, so whatever, whatever, so whatever, whatever, so whatever. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. Is yet to come. We shaping TNT. You and see his love. Run and tell everybody. Together we are one. We grow in TNT. You and see we'll get rid of it. Up, straight to the top, 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 top. We moving up, straight to the top, 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 top. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. We say, so whatever, UNC for everyone. UNC is love.
Yeah, PNM propaganda fire upon that. Mr. Wall Street, man with the facts. I was ready for the propaganda. Put it to rest, you see that. Love until born, New Jersey breed. Real runner, freedom fighter. Uncle Tommy the silent.
Not much
assassin,
longer now, and
green.
I will.
Ready for the fight, ready for set things right. All the people on the chat, the callers, the viewers. Whole night we originate, not imitate. We not copy, we create. Bring the truth and the facts to the people. Big up Trinidad and Tobago. Gnarly, from Love until Hills to Jersey streets to Rice. Silent assassin with the microphone, cutting lies like a knife. WZYE 95.9, the station with the real ones tune in. Bubbleheads talking nonsense, but Wall Street drop the facts and win. Fraud of the week, they get exposed, no filter, no gloves. They are the real runner, freedom fighter pushing from above. Chatters light up, callers, boss, viewers locking strong. Uncle Tommy in the building, propaganda done, you hear the song. Mr. Wall Street, man with the facts. Always ready for the propaganda. Put it to rest, you see that. Love until born, New Jersey breed. Real runner, freedom fighter. Uncle Tommy the silent assassin, greed. Ready for the fight, ready for set things right. All the people on the chat, the callers, the viewers. All night we originate, not imitate. We not copy, we create. Bring the truth and the facts to the people. Big up Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, them frauds attack, them bubbleheads are share. Wall Street drop knowledge like a 45, now fear. From Love until to the word, the silent wanna speak. Freedom fighter in the night, the truth where the people seek. WZYE 95.9, the frequency we control. Callers bust the line, chatters bust the pole. We're ready for the war, ready for the fight. Set the record straight every single night. Is it? We originate, not imitate. The silent assassin don't talk. Now the facts are regular. Big up every Trini, every Tobagonian, every listener on the wave. Uncle Tommy, Mr. Wall Street. Love until to Jersey we brave. Mr. Wall Street, boss. Man with the facts. Always ready for the propaganda. Put it to rest, yes it does. Rest it. Love until born, New Jersey breed. Yes. Real runner, freedom fighter. Uncle Tommy, the silent assassin, greed. Ready for the fight, ready for set things right. All the people on the chat, the callers, the viewers. All night we originate, not imitate. We not copy, we create. Bring the truth and the facts to the people. Big up Trinidad and Tobago. Big up Trinidad and Tobago. And Tobago. Big up Trinidad and Tobago. bright and fine. From Margate to the islands, the signal never fades. We lift our hands and praise you for the joy that it brings today. Bless Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, all the viewers too. Every viewer, every caller, every chatter in the crew. Pour your favor on the station, let the Holy Ghost flow free. WZYE 95.9 broadcasting victory. Tobago, where the Trini spirit rides. Bless the citizens, Trinidad style. Woo! Sweet, strong, and true. With Douglas fire in their heart. Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, I think I just got it fixed. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, do your WZYE civic duty. Share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be flying solo. So you can only reach us here tonight at 973-868-1444. And as soon as you join us, ladies and gentlemen, do your WZYE civic duty. And this is how we start the thing.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
You're live in the mix with the one and only.
Hey, this is Justin Timberlake, and this is
In the Village.
Yo, what's going on? This is Jersey Drake.
Hi, this is Rihanna.
Hey, what's up? This is Ludacris.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
You're rocking with the best. It's In the Village. In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
Fire! 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 Fire!
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you. Well, folks, tonight it will just be Professor Wall Street, you, and you will be the co-host tonight. Don't forget, folks, as soon as you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. Right. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So, of course, I'll give you guys a little recap. So, yesterday, on Wednesday, it was a very, very hot day. So I had to wake up a little earlier to go run, right? So for the first time in a long time, yesterday I ran 7.2 miles. It took me about an hour, but the course was very hilly. Today, I decided just to do 5 miles. So yesterday was 7, today was 5. And today, legs feel a little heavy, but you can let outside activities decide whether you're going to be a success or a failure. So it was pretty good. The weather was very nice today. So yesterday was 7.2. Today was 5 miles. Today was 5 miles at 39 minutes and something. I like to keep you guys up to date on my exploits, so to speak. My exploits. Right? My exploits. Let me go to the chat, folks. So Ramdio Baiju was in first. Ramdio says, pleasant good afternoon, Professor Wall Street, Mr. Tommy and the Village. Blessings to each and everyone. I don't think Ramdio was first yesterday. Tuesday. Anyway. Blessings to each and everyone. Ramdio says, remember, subscribe, like, and share the live. Correct is right. Subscribe, like, and share. True facts is only on WZYE TV, FM 95.9. Correct is right. Correct is right. Batos, welcome. Good day to WZYE and all the villagers. Batos, how are you going, brother? Ramdio says, I pray that Professor Walshing and Mr. Tommy, that the both of you have a wonderful day. My day was splendiferous, man. Splendiferous. I only had 2 training sessions today. I went out, I did my 5 miles. When I finished doing the 5 miles, I had 2 separate training sessions. From a time management perspective, because teaching business management, I learned how to do time management. So I make one trip to the track. I get there about an hour early. I do my 5 miles, do my sit-ups, not sit-up, crunches, do my crunches and my push-ups. And, you know, I had made a challenge to people in Trinidad and Tobago, and I guess nobody didn't accept the challenge, right? I just do now Russian push-ups. All I hear about Russian push-ups. So what I'm going to do on my individual channel called Lobon again, I'm going to show you how I just do the Russian push-ups. And folks, really and truly, I could only do, the most I could do is like 6, right? Some days I could only do 3, yeah, right? And I would like to see, George Ramdeen, welcome. I would like to see if there is any Trinidadian, anyone, any Trinidadian, any male Trinidadian, right, of similar age can do 6 Russian push-ups. 6 Russian push-ups, yeah. So I will do the video, I will show it here, and I want any Trinidadian. As a matter of fact, any Trinidadian 60 and over, let me do it 60 and over, could do 6 Russian sit-ups, 6. But I the most I could do, right? The minimum is 3 and the maximum is 6 so far. So eventually I want to try to get to 10, right? I know it's about a fella in this chat, a fella who does referee. I don't remember his name. You know, I don't even think anyway, let me don't say that. Don't tell me you don't hear, let me don't say that. Mr. Intellectual, welcome. Blessed evening, Pro, Uncle T, and all villagers. Hope you all having a tremendously blessed and productive day, filled with all of God's richest blessings. And you know, I see that the hadiths get released, and I have a video to show you all. And I have a question. In the history of Trinidad and Tobago, has there been ever a situation where a small man was detained and then he was released under house arrest? Let me repeat that. I'm asking you guys this question, right? In the history of Trinidad and Tobago, has there been ever a small man that was detained and then released under house arrest? I have that question. Because when I see that, I say, well, wait now, I understand, money has privilege. That is any part of the world. But we have a judicial system. When is the last time a small man was released after being detained and then was held under house arrest? I want to know that. You all might know that, so you all could just put it in the chat or give me a call and let me know. I only want one, You gotta give me 2, 3. I want one small man that was detained and then released under house arrest. After what? After 3 weeks? After 3 weeks. Because what happened now is a precedent. A man get pick up, detained, and in 3 weeks' time, well, anyway, here's the video, and I'll come back to the chat. Here's the video with him being released. Let me look at this video, yeah. I'll come back to the chat. 4:03 p.m. Mr. Intellectual. Yeah, I'll come back there. So, folks, take a listen to this, right?
We've just received the judgment of the president of the panel was Mr. Justice of Appeal Raj Kumar. It's fresh off the point. We are en route to the prisons now. The judges have ordered the immediate release of our clients under supervision. Effectively, let me call it home detention. So there are conditions to be worked out. We expect that this matter is not at an end. We will be back in court tomorrow. We expect that there may be applications made today by the state, and therefore we continue to work to ensure that justice prevails in this matter.
Are you pleased?
I could never be pleased in a situation like this that is still ongoing. When it's all done, then we'll have time to reflect in the sobriety. So far, it's been 20 days, work day and night to ensure that we get there. We've had a very, very capable team. Mr. Mendez, Mr. Das, Mr. Peterson, myself as seniors in the matter, a team of excellent junior counsel, Mr. Punwasi, Mr. Rajkumar, Mr. Carlin McLeod, and Mr. Pigas. So we have been working on effectively 9 matters all at the same time, because we have multiple applications in many courts, in the Court of Appeal, in the High Court, and we were prepared to go to the Privy Council instantly as well.
What about your clients, their mood when they heard of the ruling?
My clients have been suffering under extreme conditions which have been set out in the papers.
So his clients have been suffering, right? And rest of people in there prior to them. What about them? The rest of people who have been on detention for months, years, what about them? Them in suffering too? Is only his clients are suffering? Or they see different strokes for different folks, eh? Different strokes for different folks.
In particular, Mr. Hadid's medical condition has been of great concern. He has received not an ounce of medical care while in the state's custody. We fear that his ability to even walk may be compromised, and we have known all of this. I have a lot more to say. We're sub judice, effectively. I must respect as an officer of the court the rules and functions of what we say and do, but suffice it to say that this story is not at an end. We expect that there will be challenges and appeals, and certainly we're in court tomorrow morning before Mr. Justice Paul on the continuation of the substantive matters, and importantly, the 70-year-old aunt who is a homemade, she makes cheese for a living. She rents her accommodation. She has no money, so her matters good. Carefully, not run afoul of the rules. I'm speaking to you about matters that have been published in the press so far. So I'd respectfully say thank you to the Justices of Appeal, but we as lawyers are intimately and acutely along.
Mr. Peter, is this a victory?
You know, I'm asking this question, and before we go back to the chat, I'm asking this question. Did you all expect that end result? Did you all expect that they were going to lose that appeal? So that's 2 questions. Did you all expect that they were going to lose that appeal? Right? Did you all expect that? Let me go back to the chat. Mr. Intellectual says, blessed evening, Pro Uncle T and all villagers. Hope you all are having a tremendously blessed and productive day, filled with all of God's richest blessing. Bennett Thomas says, good evening, Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy, and all in the village. Good evening to you, Bennett. Volsang says, Ramdio, good evening, bro. Brother Hanif, hope all's coming along nicely for you. Stay strong, my brother. Stay strong, Mr. Intellectual. Stay strong. Miss Santa Cruz says, good evening, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy and friends of the village chat. Till later. Pinal, welcome.
Yeah, hear this now. Yeah. I just see an article on the thing they were around commenting for Hadid. When Pandey was inside the PNM lady, listen, the PNM lady kept making no noise.
Turn on your TV. Turn on your TV.
Turn on your TV. Yeah, now, when Pandey was with Sheila Pandey, they working for the PNM. You couldn't see about the para a little bit too. Look, all of them running in behind Hadid. And them in the opposition.
Okay.
You have to mention it because Kamala hearing what I'm saying too. This is Pinal, loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Yes. Yeah, Mr. Wall Street, if you could get some comment on that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Pinal. Thank you, Pinal. Pinal has had that thing up. Like Pinal had to hear himself about 25 times, but so pleasant good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Professor Ogatomi, and all on the live. Share the live. And in Jesus' name, we meet again on another day on this Holy Thursday. In Jesus' name.
So, President, here are the 2 questions. Here are the 2 questions I have. Or you didn't hear them?
No, I didn't hear them.
Okay, go
But
ahead.
I didn't hear no any question, but I know the expectation of this outcome is not disappointing.
You expected that? You expected that?
Yeah, because you see, if you listen to that video play, right?
Yeah.
You see how they're display smart with foolishness, right? And they want to push it and give it a turn of the political in them. That one law for the PNM and one law for the UNC. That what they used to say. But you used to always say, small man have not a day to get justice yet, still wait on the day to come.
Yep.
And the nice thing about it, Faraz Awari on the whole justice floor, talking and said that stupidness, say everything and contradict himself, and then after coming the end of the report saying that who did this and who was denied and whatever. Talking. I will say that I will play the video. I want people to go back and listen to the video. And then come and say, I as a court of a person of the court, I will not prejudice at the sub-judiciary. After you don't put it inside and talking. But Faris is a lucky thing. It's not Sirat and Suraj, Everything for he is Sirat and Suraj. Suraj, Sirat, Suraj, Sirat. That's the only case he know. But I only hope he take that to the Privy Council and tell them. But is the nice thing about these things? Right?
Yeah.
It clearly shows that the PNM in the existence, right? And the new reincarnation, they affiliate themselves as a criminal entity because they killed 4 people in our pipeline. They get no justice, like how Faris talk about. 18 babies get killed with negligence. And the health minister, nothing, no prosecution they come. People in COVID was killed in Augusta slum and they deny it. Then you see, you have 625 murdered black people, African brothers and sisters killing all themselves, and they say nothing about it. But you see, Professor, what I want to share on your airway, right?
Yeah.
Is PNM now campaigning, hoping that the African people who turn their back against them could vote them back to bring back property tax, bring back the TTRA, the Revenue Authority, and to suffer them and to lose growth again. But you see where the PNM leaders and the people who serve in the PNM, where they have like, I only hope the supporters that are watching that. So I will answer one question and leave it. I'll call back.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. So, folks, let me continue. Good evening, Ms. Santa Cruz. Good afternoon, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and my friends in the village chat till later. Chris Suku says, good night, Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy. Everyone on the chat. This is Charmaine. Charmaine, how are you going? How are you going, Charmaine? Charmaine from Queens. Virginia, welcome to you. Pleasant good evening to you. Bennett Thomas said to Brother Hanif, you got to give me some pointers on how to live without a loved one. Well, yeah. Hanif is Mr. Intellectual is a psychiatrist, boy. Virginia said, pleasant good evening, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy. Blessings to all in the village. Michael Scotland says, good evening all and welcome to the village, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy, WZYE. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Hey, good evening, Mr. Anthem. Good evening to Mr. Tommy. Good evening to the callers, the chatters, the viewers, everybody. Happy to see everybody on this Tuesday.
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm not surprised. And so why we need AI centers for in Trinidad and this lady selling cheese and living in a gated community? But we invest in cheese. They feel people foolish in Trinidad. How you could be selling cheese and living in a gated community and don't own it, eh? So she renting. How much I rent is? Well, these bike to and them come on national TV and say that to them. All right, guys, look out.
Thank you. And folks, after the break, we have another video about explain your wealth. And I'll go here Faris Alwari. You know what? That fella is an abysmal failure, you know. And the thing about it, are going all over the place tonight. You think about it. Think about this, right? They want to serve, the police wanted to serve the PNM, right, for Balize House. They tried Faris. Faris said, no, not me. They tried Marvelous Marva. Marvelous Marva said, not me. Well, they couldn't try Penny because she was out of the country. Right? She was at Al Sharpton in New York. Right? I don't know if they try Small Pin. Maybe they try Small Pin too. Right? But they try all of them. None of them want it. Foster Goins just come back from wherever he went. Maybe from New York. Visiting his family. I don't know. I guess then. Coming back from New York. Hold him up in the airport. And he signed. Imagine that. None of them don't want to sign. But Foster Goins had to sign. But I'm going to finish up with the chat here. We're going to go for a small break right after this. Michael Scotland. Farmer Kane, welcome. Good night, everyone. Good night to you, Farmer Kane. How are you going, brother? Anthony forwarded out the E. Good night, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and all in the village. So folks are flying solo tonight. Dr. Shyam, welcome. Greetings, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and all in the village, all in the best village. Yeah, the best village. Correct is right. Yeah, Michael Scotland say you are into the village. Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy, WZYE. And Gordon Gangachana, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Joseph says, good evening, good God evening to this village. I hope that all had a May God Smile Day, because all who did a special blessings always follow Acts, GBM. I don't know who that is. I don't know what GBMs mean. I don't know what that means. Harold Sidano, welcome. Love in the house. Yeah, Volsong, correct is right. Blow up the like button, you all. Blow it up. Just Cool says, good night, Wall Street, Tommy, Battles, HD, BT, Sang, Anna, Anthony, and everyone. Yeah, man. Tara, welcome. Good evening, Professor Walshik, Uncle Tommy, and everyone in the village. Bless. Folks, we're going to take that quick break. It's Professor Walshik and you tonight on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, folks, tonight, you guys are the co-hosts tonight, right? It's just yours truly, Professor Walshik, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Don't forget, folks, when you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, like, and share WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
I just want all you to know one thing. When it comes to certain politicians, I don't care for them. Penny, I don't care for she. Oh, I don't care for he. Dolly, I don't care for she. Stewarty, I don't care for he. For 9 long years they sit in the chairs. Country get bruised and nobody care. Crime run wild, money gone astray. Now they in opposition, everybody have something to say. They talking solution morning, noon and night. But when they had power, nothing wasn't right. Economy sinking, people living in fear. Now all of a sudden everybody's an engineer. Penny talking like she have the plan.
But where that plan was when Rolly was the man. Marvin,
I don't care for he.
Scotland,
I don't care for he.
Regis,
I don't care for she. I don't care for them.
Manning shouting from the back of the line, explaining today what he forget in 9. Marvin talking safety, crime and control. But when he was there, crime take a toll. They posting videos, plenty long speech explaining now what they couldn't reach. They hoping people memory short, but suffering though erase so fast. They had the chance, they had the rain, and leave the country in social pain. Marvin,
I don't care for he.
Kareem,
I don't care for he.
Hans,
I don't care for he.
The opposition,
I don't care for them.
you all left the country in a mess and expected to be cleaned up in 8 months. Delusional.
I don't care for she.
Calm.
I don't care for he.
Darling.
I don't care for she.
Stuarty. I don't care for he. PNM.
This is the end.
I don't care for them.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country, and we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Remember to take the gospel of the PNM and to spread it in your homes, your villages, in your offices, and throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
This PNM tell a dead thing can't work because I will dead.
Fire! 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 Fire!
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Professor Walsheet and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, do your WZYE Civic Duty. Share the live, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, like, and share. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. Let me say a pleasant welcome to Everton Lewis, Tony Barashi, George Ramdeen, and Rajendra Maharaj. Folks, so not only that he get released and under house arrest, but watch this, This is at his house. And we ask the question here as well. And I see some of you all answers. I'm going to get to the answers. Like Andrew says, never. All you ever see a small man get this type of privilege, boy? Really and truly, boy, in our country, boy? A small man? Watch this. Watch this. Perhaps the question of the day, has any small man ever been released under house arrest after being detained? That is the question of the day. Southwestern, the question is, has any small man ever been released under house arrest after being detained? Watch it, folks. I hope so, sir. You see all that money the state spending for this house arrest? I hope he paying that money, you know. I hope he footing that bill, you know. I hope so, you know. I want to hope so, you know, folks. I really and truly hope so. Do you all know who foots that bill? Because they have to have a police mobile unit at his house because he's under house arrest. Who put in that bill? So, folks, I'm hoping that that bill is being taken care of by the Hadiths. I hope so. I'm hoping so. But so the question is there, folks. The question is there. Has any small man ever been released under house arrest after being detained in Trinidad and Tobago? Right? Miss Santa Cruz says never heard of any. Andrew says never. Let me see, get some answers here. Andrew says never. Harold Sidania says no, never. Angelina Ramchan says money talks, bull poop walks. Yeah, I inquiring minds want to know. Right? I mean, I maybe I just don't understand something, eh? Right? And we're gonna get to our quote, folks. All you remember, all you know I like quotes, right? All you remember I used to say, a fish doesn't rotten from the tail. You remember I used to say that? A fish doesn't rotten from the tail. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Miss Santa Cruz said just cool, she was not arrested. Anthony says never. Ramdio by Joseph Professor, no small man never get that privilege. Virginia said no other House Speaker under house arrest, but never a prisoner released and placed under house arrest. Never happened before, Professor Wall Street. I feel it happened before. Miss Santa Cruz, you, Demon Gordon, egg in who face? They are still under house arrest. Why? Angelina said judges in Trinidad love only oily handbags. What does that mean? Oh, God. Money talks and BS walks. Just Cool says that. Hanif says money talks. Empowered and disempowered. Volsang. Is that the way it should be, though? It have a P&M cabal there, too. Ramdeo Baiju said, Professor, you're wicked. You upset my night by showing that something like a lawyer who never won a case. Yeah, I had to show you, man. Paul Sang says, thanks to the P and them, they are empowered. And then we have the bubbleheads. Yeah, correct is right, Mr. Andrew Goose. Poor thing, his rich clients have been suffering. Better rub them with some Bengay. Hear this line, asteroid. Hanif says no. Joel, welcome. Joel.
Bullshit.
Good night.
Yeah, the hadith has not been released. Yes, the court made a decision for them on house arrest, but the state would have challenged the high court decision. And presently, right now, at this time, a hearing is taking place in the court because the state have challenged the decision at the Court of Appeal. So they're still in prison right now.
They're still in prison?
Yeah.
Joel?
Yeah, they're still in prison.
So I thought the judge said to release them.
Yeah, but the state challenged the ruling. So it have a hearing going on tonight, emergency hearing.
With the same set of judges?
I don't know.
Joel, Joel, this our judicial system is like a parlor.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I use the back of the eyes for them to put it back. Because I see no bag. Yeah. No, I will play. Yeah.
Joel.
Yeah. Yeah, I listen.
Yeah. So
I don't know if it's the same people, but it have a hearing taking place.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We'll make a call. See what is going on. Hold on, All right. Okay. So, folks, let me get some information. What is going on? So I'm making a call, folks. All right. No, I sound that one. We'll make a next one. All right. You put some more corner back. Okay. All right. You will get a call back from that person. Yeah? All right. So there you have it, folks. We had to find out in Trinidad and Tobago. And I understand, I understand that certain people have privileges. Yes, I understand that. But I thought the court is supposed to be fair. I thought the court is supposed to be fair and justice, not just dust. Justice is supposed to be handed down equally. It's not one stroke for one set of folks and a different stroke for the next set of folks. What about the people who've been detained? I think I see something with that fella been detained for like 10 years or something and he was just released. Did you all see that? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I see a fella was detained for some amount of years and he just get released. What about he? So think about this. Just imagine if this was the PNM. You know, this would have never happened, you know. This would have never happened. You understand? It would have never happened under the PNM. Them fellas could have do whatever they want. Right? Them, it's like was them running the government. Them running that government. And they could do whatever they want and get away with it. Gordon Gangachana Jaijin, if you think education is expensive, Joseph says, that's a very good question, sir. So why the H you're locking up anyone without proof? So Gangachana, so then what? You see, you take
It's people like that who have us where we are today.
You anyway. Mr. Santa Cruz says no. He didn't answer the question. Gangachana answer that question. Get one small man, one that has been detained and was able to be released under house arrest. One. Give me one now, Gangachana, if you think education is expensive. Dryden Joseph. Give me one. Just school still Dutch thing, secret society. Oh God. Irena said, I'm not surprised. Who have more corn feed more fowl. Yeah, but Irena said it shouldn't be like that. It should not be like that. Yeah, who have more corn? Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, I understand who have more corn feed more fowl. I understand that. Right? I understand that. But that shouldn't be the way it is. Right? Let me go back here. Let's go back here. Rio Claro, welcome.
Good night, Professor, and good night, Uncle Tommy.
Good night.
I watching this scenario taking place, but all I thinking about is who is the judge to make that ruling in that case, and if the state challenge that ruling and bring in a next judge, you know, go see the difference right there. You go know what taking place right there. You know, please, so.
Boy, I don't know. I don't understand. I just don't understand. You know.
But you see, you have to look, check the connection with the judge and the man with the release.
What?
I cannot confuse that, you know.
Yeah, but Rio Claro, I thought the court was supposed to deliver justice. Every queen and race find an equal place.
That is how the PNM politicize all them state, everything them take control of.
I don't get it, boy. Something wrong.
The PNM corrupt all the state enterprise.
Well
corrupt.
All of them. I agree with you. Every single one of them. I never used to say that, but Rio Claro, I agree with you. The PNM have compromised every single independent institution in Trinidad and Tobago. Every one of them.
But watch me. If the state challenge that, if the state.
Rio Claro, let me take this call here. Let me take this call.
Yeah.
Let me take this call. Dr. Mohammed, how are you? I have a quick question for you. You're live on WZYE 95.9 FM.
I'm very well. What's going on?
Dr. Mohammed, what is this?
Yes, sir.
Is the Hadith released or they're still in custody?
The order of the court, order of the court is that they will be released from the prison immediately, and there are several conditions that are provided in context that they are under house arrest.
Right.
With no access to communication, visitors. There's a whole list. I could send it to you that allows you to see that they are literally in jail in their house.
Yeah, send me the list. Now listen to this, right?
Okay.
Now this is the all this supervision is the government expense, or is that the expense of the Hadith?
What supervision? The supervision that they under?
No. Well, I think they said they're supposed to have a mobile unit there, something like that. That's why.
No. It didn't say that. It says that they will be under. They have to allow police. I will send it to you, but I'm just going to interpret what the order says.
Okay.
That they must provide access, reasonable access to the police to ensure that they are complying with the orders of the court.
No, is that for both the wife and him?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now,
yeah.
The state has appealed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is that going on right now? The appeal is going on right now, or no?
No. The decision today was the Court of Appeal. So it was the defendants appealing. If the state is to appeal, then the next step for the appeal, that the state will then go to the Privy Council to get a final decision on the PDO and the detainment at the jail. That is, at 8:24 p.m. I don't have any information. At least I haven't seen anything that the state has indicated anything at that stage yet.
So
maybe I am late.
Right. So if the state has to appeal, the state have to appeal to the Privy Council, not any court in Canada?
No, the state will have to then go to the Privy Council. In fact, Mr. Al-Rari did say that in his interview that they were prepared. They were preparing in case the appeal court rejected the appeal. They were prepared to go to the Privy Council, preparing work to go to the Privy Council and file for a Privy Council hearing immediately.
Oh.
So that's what was said.
You know, Dr. Mohammed, I just thought about something. Is it why the state hired Queen's Counsel?
Well, you see, the state to quote Professor Patrick Watson, he said, "This is not an open and closed key, open and shut," or some to quote. That might be paraphrasing, but in other words, it's not a norm. It's not an easy matter. He said it's not a open and closed matter. He could understand. He realized it's not an open and closed matter. He could therefore understand why the state has hired such firepower in this matter, because it's going to come down to, I gather, some level of constitutionality.
But Dr. Mohammed, here's what it is, right? This is a precedent, right? But this is my question, right? And I don't know if you had the answer. Have there been ever a small man who has been detained and released in Trinidad and Tobago under house arrest?
That's a good question. I don't know that we could put it in a yes or no. Maybe it wasn't as high profile. I can't recall off the top of my head, but okay. I will say is, if you have access to lawyers, attorneys, justice is available to everybody, and it ought to be available to everybody. Let me correct myself. It ought to be available to everybody, regardless of social status.
Right.
And, I mean, at the end of the day, you don't need a Queen's Counsel or a King's Counsel or a Senior Counsel in some instances to free you from jail. You just need a very smart lawyer.
Right.
So I think in
Yo. Oh God. Oh God. Yeah. That was.
I think that's one of I will admit I think that's one of my finest lines. So you can feel free to quote me on that.
That's a good one. I like that one too. I like that. That's slip out, you know. Some of that slip out. That's slip out.
Yeah. But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah, of course
I think in some it requires that that we need lawyers that are a little bit more judicious and intelligent, that is available to everybody in society. So that's the way I am on that.
The reason why I asked that question, I said to myself, I understand wealth give you privilege. Yeah? I understand that. Right? That is understood. Right? But the thing about it, boy, I was just saying that I think in this situation here is a precedent that's been set.
Well, Wall Street, there are many things that is going to be set in this instance, but to bring it down to wealth provides privilege, always remember that we live in the animal farm. And if we've read the book Animal Farm, we will understand exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's just how the world is.
And
we don't live in a world of utopianism, right?
Oh God.
We're not all holding hands singing Kumbaya around a campfire.
Correct is right. Correct is right. No.
Some of us might be looking to figure out how to take the very same campfire that we're using and destroy someone else.
Correct. Now, one before you go, right? And if you don't want to answer, you don't have to answer. I understand that the police delivered the information to the General Secretary with respect to the inspection of whatever it is, the receipt or whatever, with respect to Balize House. But
right.
My thing is this: how come Faris Alwari, Marvelous Marvin, or no one else wanted to accept it, and I also go to the airport when Foster Cummins come out that plane in order to deliver it to him? Is that because he's the General Secretary?
Yes, I would think that that's exactly it. That in that instance, the General Secretary is head of administrative responsibilities for the party, as per their constitution.
Okay.
So when they passed the buck, I found it hilarious, but it also aligns very well to their constitution. The General Secretary is, in fact, head of the administrative aspect of the party.
And Dr. Mohammed last one, and I will say, in that situation there, a fish doesn't rotten from the tail. Because somebody, you might know the fella, the former, a fish doesn't rotten from the tail. So now the person who gave the responsibility might be a person who really didn't have much to do with it. I'm going to leave.
It's funny, the thing about it in this instance, though, I see it from a little bit of a different lens. That is not that I am siding with anybody, right? This is where I see it from.
Okay.
One, I started on the principle of it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Correct is right.
And when you are in power and you feel somehow that power is absolute, that they are going to be there for 15 and 20 years because the other side looks like they can't make it, then you've literally lost your understanding of where power truly lies. It doesn't lie in you, the individual. It lies in the hand of the people. So they went and they were speeding ahead in their construction ambitions. Maybe boldly so, maybe ambitiously so. I don't know if they did it timely enough. They may have ill-timed their strategy because time ran out.
Okay.
And somebody at some point in time was going to ask a question as to how and where. It opens up the party to a different level of scrutiny, and it sets a whole different political precedent in Trinidad and Tobago.
But Dr. Mohammed, somebody at the top have to give other people instructions in order to do certain things.
That's good. That goes without saying. I think it is the instructions. You're right. I wouldn't say it was instructions. It was directives.
Well, right, directive. You could call it directive. Somebody. That's why I say a fish doesn't rot from the tail. Somebody.
No, agreed. Agreed.
Top,
but I think everybody at the top was consumed by the comfort of power.
Yes.
And the comfort of power enabled them to do anything they wish.
Correct.
Without accountability to even their membership.
Yeah.
The lesson applies across the board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but listen to this. When a man comes to the population and you tell the population, every MP have to give 5% of their salary, right? And there's been no proof that they actually have given 5% of their salary. A fish doesn't rot from the tail.
I agree.
Because to me, you know, it's very simple. I saw a video, and the video say if you go to Massey to shop, when you go to Massey to shop, whatever thing you pick up, you go to the cashier, you get a receipt. Right? It is not that difficult. They should have the receipt for all the things that they buy and they spend. Right?
They ought to. But we're traversing into a path that is not going to sit very comfortably from a financier perspective, because not everybody wants to show their hand for obvious reasons. But the concept that you said that 5% of people's salary, there should have been.
You could show that.
Yeah, you could show that. Agreed. 100%.
Right. You have a P&M bank account, right? And
yeah,
I will think that if I'm taking out 5% of your salary, for example, when I work at the exchange,
show who deposits. Right. Show the deposit slips.
Yeah, I had a 401k, right? Say they take out 12% of my salary. It goes straight to my bank account. And say the boss in my house, right? I had to allocate 30% of my salary to her. I could send 30% straight to her bank account. So I don't even have to write that check. You understand?
Correct.
So it's the same thing. And this is not vindictiveness or going after anybody. This is straightforward. And if this small man will have a mansion, and as a matter of fact, Dr. Mohammed, the Prime Minister with her house up in
Philippines?
Yes, her house. Patrick Manning had said the house cost 150 million. The Prime Minister had receipts to show she have an electric bill, she had gas bill, she had this bill, she had receipts to show, and she actually told Manning, Patrick Manning, God rest his soul, if you want to buy this house for 30 million right now, I'll sell it to you.
Yeah. The thing about it is they behaved in a manner, and I mean, it's Sarah. The way they behaved tells you that they were reckless.
They're reckless. Because they felt there's absolutely no way we're gonna lose the election. We could do what we want and we go get away with it.
That is it. They were reckless not only with their own business and the people's business. They were reckless all around. They are holistically reckless.
Yeah, and they thought we'd get away with it. And now they want to talk about vindictiveness. That's not vindictiveness. Listen, if anybody filed taxes in this country and the IRS come and ask you, hey, you take a deduction here, show me your receipt for that deduction, right? You ought to show it to the IRS. Simple.
Let me close on this point with this thought.
Yeah.
One of the master strokes of Kamla Prasad Bisasa, which I always tell people, you never underestimate her. The day you underestimate her, you're a political fool. The master stroke of Kamla Prasad Bisasa in this round was appointing John Jeremy Attorney General.
Correct is right.
I'll go on with that.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Take it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you all see, we call and we like to get facts. We don't want to get no FAX. We want FACTS. You see? And it's very simple, you know. People talk all kind of things. The PNM people talk, but hey, they're vindictive. They're going after the PNM. They're going after what PNM If all you have all the receipts, all you have nothing to worry about, nothing. A fish doesn't rotten from the tail. Oh God! You know, I go like to tell you, these things are them that I just say, right? It's like, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance, right? And on daily on the show, daily, we have some PNM, so one of them PNM support, it could be Patricia Weed, it could be Gordon Gangachana, Drygen Joseph, it could be PNM Red Fox, it could be Steve Dibadine, it could be already Leaning Tower Pizza, it could be the Waffler, comes in and prove me correct. All you, I tired. All you prove me correct, you know. A fish doesn't rotten from the tail. Right? Let me go back to the chat. Let me go back to the chat. Semantics, welcome. Gordon Ganga, Shana, Drygen, Joseph, he glad to see Pat. Patricia Weed, welcome. Beulah, welcome.
Hi, good night, guys. Uncle Tommy, Uncle Wall Street, and all those on the chat.
Beulah, solo tonight.
Yeah?
I all by my lonesome tonight. I solo.
Huh?
I all by myself tonight.
Oh, yes, I see that. Yeah.
Tommy abandoned me for one night.
Oh, probably getting ready and getting up for Sunday football.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, he getting up.
Yeah. So all I want to say, Uncle Wall Street, is that that person, Mr. Hadid, that guy have so many issues and complaints concerning health-wise.
Yeah.
First time I ever see a person have so much health issues, and they have the dollars. And if you have the dollars, so much health issues you have, that ain't making sense. Make that make sense for me now. And yeah, and it's just they want to go home to see the World Cup, I guess. And yeah. And another thing, I see some Anthony say he hearing my puppy crying. That's because one of the cat just beat up the dog. Yeah. Anyway, so Paris Awari brought out the law concerning declare your wealth.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know what is their problem now. Why they're not declaring where the money come from to build the Balize house.
How is that difficult?
And
why is that so difficult?
Yeah. And Marvin said, no, that is their PNM business. Imagine that.
Oh God.
I just can't understand these people. And before I go, seeing that these people have wealth, they have the money, the Hadids, and they under house arrest. What if inside they have inside their house, like all in the toilet and thing, maybe have some kind of modern technology kind of thing that where they could reach outside the outside world and thing like that the police would know of, or cameras or voice recording, all them modern technology that people just have in their house.
But what if I don't think they'll be able to use any of that. If they use any of that, I think it will be against whatever the order is, and they might end up back in detention.
Yeah, because with rich people, they just have the house well secured with all kind of thing, So I don't know. I just asking. I was just wondering that, because if he could have so much complaints. And he in the pictures looking very healthy to me, right? And it have others that is in prison for years upon years, have health issues and things like that. What about them? They're not humans.
Not them anyone. Them a small man.
Right. They don't have feelings. They don't have a body that designed just like the rich man that they, that they have complaints to. It just goes to show you, oh God, and Faris Al-Wari, man, you need to get out a parliament, man. You is a traitor. Oh gosh, I don't understand. Okay, I'm watching on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beulah. Yeah, I don't understand. I hope the government not footing that bill. I hope the government not footing that bill for them because they can afford to pay for it. Let them pay for it. Let them pay for it. Johnny say he hope Al Sharpton watching. Yeah. We know what privilege in this country now. I tell you what privilege. What is this fella say here? Yes, we see small man get more than that. You forget? Mother-in-law thing, let me remind you, it's only small men will pick up and tell hotel. No, they didn't get hotel. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Like it was answer, man, Mr. Tommy and everyone.
Yeah.
This gonna create havoc in that prison, no?
Yeah.
That prisoners gonna start to retaliate, no?
Yeah. But that is send out the who is that fella? The son on leave, the commissioner, somebody of prison that is son on leave. Because he was giving special privileges to them.
Yeah.
You understand?
And the thing is, those prisoners and them, they're going to riot inside that prison, you know? And it's going to be ungovernable, you know? They're going to create mass hysteria, you know? Because let me tell you something. When that happens, investors just look at these things, you know?
Yeah.
So you see, is everything they're doing, no matter is the wealthy, everything have a trickle-down effect, you know?
Correct. Yep.
And PNM don't care because let me tell you something. When last you see any one of them PNM lawyers fighting for the simple man inside the jail, the prison? Spending how much days you say you spend 20 days?
Mr. Florida,
20 days.
You ask and answers. You ask and answers.
Yeah. Because that's what they have to look at. Because let me tell you something. This president they set here, is a dangerous one. Because let me tell you something. It's that young leaders inside that prison with money also, you know.
Yeah.
And they will do the same thing with the lawyers, you know. To go under house arrest. And let me tell you something. You know, it depends on who looking after you.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something, when you grease a pool, you can't climb it, you know. Remember that. All right, look on this thing.
So if a small man, right, now, say, all right, but listen, boy, I sick too. I sick. Right? I've been detained here for a year now. Right? I need to go home too. I need to go under house arrest. I from Chumaka Claventel. I will go home under house arrest. Right? First of all, he ain't gonna be able to afford all them things that, you have to have the police there and they're not gonna be able to afford that. So right away, they ruled out. Cancel Christmas for you, small man. You go stay in there under them conditions. Yeah? Semantics says, Professor Walsh, Professor, well, don't you know that their aim was to eventually own 2 islands? We are supposed to be serving drinks to the masters wearing grass skirts. Patricia Weed say yes. Patricia Weed, what is that yes for? What is that yes for? You maybe it's to the question. Maybe you know a small man who was released and end up home under house arrest. I don't know. So Pinal.
Pinal. Yeah. You get that?
Pinal.
Yes. Let me deal with the aspect with the PNM and the hierarchy talk now. Remember in Eric Williams days, I was a small fella, I was a young boy going to school. Eric Williams said that no damn dog talk when the PNM talk. He put their earnest, he pull it out and he let them talk. They still, the UNC, have an idea about that. They still pulling out them hearing aids and do like they know not. They let the country run like a protocol, like bottle and the liquid going. That's a picong. Let them understand what I say about that Peter speech. Now, PNM still had that story in the head. No damn dog back when they do this stupidness.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, man. See not one dog, damn dog back, but. Lawrence Liverpool said, "Good night, Professor Walsheet and my village family. Sanwa locked on. Better days are coming. Keep the faith when UNC when everybody wins." Yeah, as you say that, Semantics says, "These police glad to go there. They will get refreshments." Semantics, really? Eugenia Pundit says, "Never heard of any also." Here comes Stevie, PNM Stevie. It was a three-judge panel of the appeal court in your country that granted these two people release under house arrest. What's the fuss? Don't Trinidad have an independent jury? Stevie, we want to ask you a question before we do this. Just before we do this, Stevie, we want to ask you a question, right?
It's people like that who have us where we are today.
Stevie, let me ask you a question. Give me one instance where a small man was detained and then released under house arrest in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. One instance. One. Just give us one instance, Stevie. Because you're talking about a three-judge panel of the appeal courts, right? All right. So give us one instance now. Where same panel of a three judges in the appeal court allowed a small man to be released and to go home under house arrest. Another one, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. So I await your answer. Yeah? Let me play this voice note before I go.
Good night, Wall Street, and Uncle Tommy, wherever you are, and everybody in the village. Wall Street, tonight the chat is very interesting with the PNM propagandists on them, the liars, the bearers of false witness. Here now, let me deal with Faris first. They're boasting about Faris brought the what? Proclaim your wealth or whatever. How did he bring it? And without the support, the special majority support of the opposition, right? And that is a plus for them. But they're so hypocritical, and Faris is a big hypocrite because Faris did not change the status of his residential buildings and drawing commercial rent on it. So where is the state your wealth? Where is it? You see, as you were just saying, different strokes for different folks, right? Now you brought up the topic with Manning, trying to bust Mark in Parliament. That is why Rowley deal with him. That's why Rowley deal with him good and proper. Imagine you coming and lying a big price. That's why I had no respect for that man, right? You're coming and you're lying in Parliament about Mrs. Pasabi Sessa house was built on drug money. And you know what? Had the Heliconia Foundation, right, the next branch of the PNM, what applying to the Integrity Commission about Mrs. Pasabi Sessa's house was built on drug money, right? But you see now how you see when you dig hole for people, Wall Street. But no, it being exposed what was built on drug money. Well, let me go back to Manning. Right? You stand up shamelessly. I don't know if he was trying to score point because they put it on in the last bench with Rowley, right? Who went Likoto for you. You forget when you take taxpayers' money, or 250 million, right? To build a church for your spiritual advisor. Why he didn't talk about that in the Parliament and lie and tell the people about project manager? You see how evil that men do live after them? and have a lot of them more to come and to get it. Stand up in Parliament and lie and claiming to be this big Christian. And you see, they thief taxpayers' money, and we're paying her now. Where the church now? And where is he standing in judgment? He rest in peace, for all the wrong things he himself did in this country, especially putting Keith Rowley on this nation. Thanks a lot, Wall Street.
Thank you, Mr. I want you all to listen to this. Listen to this. Well, remember that fella, that same fella there who was just talking there, Faris Al-Wawi. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Yeah, we are at the stage now where joke is joke, but this ain't no joke.
Flashback. Unexplained wealth orders, part 5. Madam Speaker, this is the dynamite provision of the law. Madam Speaker, I invite Honorable...
Hear that? The dynamite provision of the law, eh? Dynamite provision. Yeah. I tell all you, eh?
Members to read in particular the Antigua and Barbuda case of Ahmed Williams and the Supervisory Authority, and very importantly, the Honorable Mr. Justice Superstone in the National Crime Agency and Mrs. A. And these two judgments, I don't have the time to go through them, I'll deal with them in wrap-up. These two judgments treat with the propriety of civil asset forfeiture being entirely constitutional, being entirely different from a criminal process, and the fact that your assets can be treated with in a way to separate you from them by due process in a constitutional way. Unexplained wealth orders. What this basically says is, Chairman of Board of Inland Revenue, Customs and Excise Officer or Police Officer, responsible for financial investigations if there is a reasonable suspicion that the total wealth excludes or exceeds the value of lawfully obtained wealth and the property is owned by the respondent who is under his effective control. Those three entities, Madam Speaker, may apply to the court in writing for an order asking for a preliminary unexplained wealth order.
Are you all listening to this? Folks, listen to this, you know. This is not WZYE, Professor Wall Street. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Let me say hello to Steve Divadine, Steve D. Listen, you know, and Patricia Weed, listen, you know, and Gordon Ganga Chana, Jaijan Joseph. All listen carefully, you know. This is not Professor Wall Street saying this, you know. This is coming out of the mouth of Faris Al-Wawi in the parliament. Listen to it, all you. Listen to it. And it's not AI, eh? Listen.
The fact that your assets can be treated with in a way to separate you from them by due process in a constitutional way. Unexplained wealth orders. What this basically says is, Chairman of Board of Inland Revenue, Customs and Excise Officer or Police Officer, responsible for financial investigations if there is a reasonable suspicion that the total wealth excludes or exceeds the value of lawfully obtained wealth and the property is owned by the respondent who is under his effective control. Those three entities, Madam Speaker, may apply to the court in writing for an order has immediate precedence in Section 32 of the Proceeds of Crime Act. There are grounds up there. Unexplained wealth order. Vincent and Grenadine have reported that their wearing on the street, no longer across their country, enticing young people to join a gang activity because they realize that they will face the hurdle of unexplained wealth orders. These unexplained wealth orders are done in a due process environment. They have been the subject of case law which determines them to be constitutional. Madam Speaker, the grant of the unexplained wealth order leads to a potential forfeiture, again in a due process environment, after notice is given, where the defendant has an opportunity to traverse the case against him. And what we do in this particular case is we call upon the defendant to explain his wealth.
That, as I mentioned in Section 5 of the Constitution, is not an obligation which is unknown to our existing law. The fact that a defendant has to prove a fact is entirely constitutional. And who better to explain how you bought your house, how you have a mansion worth X or Y, how you have a car, and who better to explain that, Madam Speaker, than the person that owns it, Madam Speaker? Because not everybody is brave enough to leave their name on a record for full public inspection. Madam Speaker, the rest of it, property outside of Trinidad and Tobago in clauses 68 onward, we treat with. And Madam Speaker, in the miscellaneous provisions, we deal with the harmonization of the consequential amendments to the Proceeds of Crime Act, etc. But Madam Speaker, I'd like to say, as I come to a quick conclusion, there not being enough time. This law went through 2.5 years of consultation. The Law Association in particular, we waited on their comments for 10 months straight. We made sure that it made the round. There are 5,000 attorneys at law on the record, and every last one of them registered with the Law Association received this bill. 10 months after agitating the Law Association in particular, after dealing with the Director of Public Prosecutions, the Criminal Justice Advisor, the people that drafted the laws for St. Vincent and Grenadines, the UK experts that assisted us in this law, dealing with the Financial Action Task Force, the UNODC, the IMF, after dealing with all of these laws and looking at the constitutionality of this law, Madam Speaker, this law today defines which side of the fence you are on. This law gives Trinidad and Tobago a chance to take the proceeds of crime, and I beg to move.
A few moments later.
I've been getting threats from certain officials of state that I am next, and Balize House is next.
CNC3 News asked if he was worried about the warning he said he received from an official.
Me? I look worried to you? It's people like that who have us where we are today. Oh, you cook. Oh, you cook.
So, folks, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? All right? You see? Simple from the word, from his own mouth, you know. From his own mouth. This is not something that we at WZYE 95.9 FM made up here. This is from the man's mouth. So what you complaining about? Well, you just show the receipts now, man. If it was this small man, Billy little man shack up in Chumakak, you have to show you receipts, right? Because you gotta call him a gang member. If you wear a gold chain, if you have 5 gold chain. But folks, we're gonna take a quick station break. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washit, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. 2 hours down, 1 hour to go. We'll be right back. Stay connected.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga. Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
You're live in the mix with the one and only.
Hey, this is Justin Timberlake, and this is
In the Village.
Yo, what's going on? This is Jersey Drake.
Hi, this is Rihanna.
Hey, what's up? This is Ludacris.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
You're rocking with the best. It's In the Village. In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. Fire! 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 Fire!
And of course, we are back with you. It's in the village with yours truly, Professor Washington and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. So, folks, questions have to be answered, and it's simple, right? Explain your wealth. Simple.
PNM served court documents over Balize House funding by Annalisa Paul. Legal documents issued by the relating to People's National Movement, PNM, having to explain where they got the money from to build Balize House, were officially served on the party's General Secretary Foster Cummings around 12:15 a.m. today, as he returned to the country and stepped out of the airport. Police sources indicated no one in the party wanted to accept service. Party leader Penelope Beckles is reportedly out of the country. Cummings returned to the country this morning and accepted service at the Piarco International Airport.
So there you go, folks. Simple. If all you have nothing to worry about, prove it. Simple. Just prove it. And talk done. All the old talk and all the skylark and all the this and the that and the other. Prove it. But you know, folks, the sad thing, the sad thing to say, I'm not predicting, I'm not predicting. But it's going to be very difficult for them to prove that, Very, very, very hard. Very, very hard. Very, very, very difficult. But let me quickly go back to the chat because I have some other things I want to show you all. Let me go back to the chat here. Explain your wealth, boy. All right. Let me go back here. Steve says Wall Street tries to use soundbites to create a false narrative. You need to read everything under Part V of Act 809 of 2019 to get a decent understanding of how and when it functions. Come on, man. What? You know, did I just play what Faris Alwari said in the parliament? Or was that AI? Steve. Anyway, let me leave Steve alone. Because if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Dale Reed. Well, let's say welcome to Dale. Which Dale is that, boy? So PNM recipients think what's best for your fellow citizens and your country. Whether it be UNC or PNM, think righteously and stop this thing with the race card. Yeah, the PNM have to stop the race card. I agree with you. The PNM have to stop the race card. Dale, I agree with you. Yeah. And watch this. If people ask the city once for the Pink Palace, he was here the other night. Didn't I read it for him? The article was in the papers with the receipts. You know, boy, sometimes you boy, oh boy, like the judges are FIFA ref. Yeah, boy, I ain't lying, boy. You are different. You from a different sphere, boy. Sphere. You from anyway. Something wrong, boy. Yeah, boy. Johnny Dice, they're not joking. That's when he thought that the PNM will be in power forever. Birds that fly high must come down to die. That's not joking. That's a real serious thing, Lawrence Liverpool said the appeal court just is rigged by the PNM. I hope not. Yeah, you don't want to think like that. You don't want to think like that. Lawrence Liverpool says, I wonder if they're the same judges Anthony Vera was speaking about in the Senate. You know, as you say that, I have a video here. I want to play this video. Listen to this. Listen to this one here. So, folks, listen to this.
There's one more case I want to mention in my SG experience, and that was the case of the Attorney General and Lennox Phillips. Most of us in the hall would have lived through that nightmare. Some of it started right here in the Hall of Justice. And this appeal, we would have lived through the nightmare that led to this appeal. And some of it would have started right here in the hall on July 27th. I had been involved in the High Court matter and the Court of Appeal. When the judgment came out, I was in Washington doing my master's. The preparation for that High Court case was intense and stressful. But we had the evidence, and we were pretty sure that the pardon was invalid because the Muslimin continued to negotiate and to shoot even after they got the pardon. The local courts wouldn't listen. In the first instance, the Court of Appeal, it was 2-1 with Roger Hammersmith defending. We were ultimately successful before the board using the same evidence and the same arguments that we had used here. I remain convinced that with the exception of Justice of Appeal Hammersmith, who gave that dissenting judgment, our local courts let us down. And that was because they were afraid. After that decision, I made a mental note that should I ever become a judge, at the time I had no intention of being one, but should I ever become a judge, I would not decide a case because I'm afraid, no matter how much afraid I might be. I had to deal, when I became Justice Barrow, with at least 2 or 3 sensitive cases where my safety could have been called in question, but I remembered my vow. And while I was dealing with that particular matter, there were other cases going on which were related. My brother judges who were doing those cases were walking around with 2 and 3 bodyguards. Nobody asked me whether I needed one. So I was walking around with my rosary. Nobody came to ask, and I did not ask. I am no hero. Bravery is not my strong point. But I made adjustments. I changed the times I got to work, the times I came home, the routes I took, and I avoided lonely places. But I know that and if I start giving in to intimidation and fear, which is what I think happened in that case, the legal system is compromised. I make these comments and I direct them in particular to the young judges who are now coming in. We cannot give in to intimidation. We cannot give in to fear. Today, Trinidad and Tobago is a lot more dangerous than when I became a judge in terms of public figure. But when I became a judge, as I said, I came in with my 2 eyes open. I was aware that there was risk to me, but I was quite prepared to take it for the sake of Trinidad and Tobago. As the Bible says, of whom much is given, much is expected. And in my view, if you want to earn tax-free salary and drive tax-free car, you have to take the risks with the benefits. You have to accept that risk. So when you're enjoying the benefits, driving on the priority, departure lounge, remember that with it comes the burden of risk. If you can't accept the risk, do not accept the job. I tried my best to follow that mantra. I applied the law as I saw it, irrespective of my beliefs, irrespective of my fears, irrespective of what office you held, irrespective of who you were. Everybody was entitled to be treated the same. I tried my best to be as fair as I could. I always would say, I don't have to be right. I want to be right, and I will try to be right. But I have to be fair. And I think I tried my best to be fair.
Wow. Folks, wow. That's the first time I'm hearing that. Eh? Just imagine that. You all imagine that? A judge. So think about it now. Just think about this situation here. Think about it. Think about this situation. That's why this small man, yeah, and when people talk about this small man, we just kind of ignore it. What small man thing is that? Them small man fella, them is gang fellas, them is this, them is the other. But you know, it about that type of, it are white collar gangs too, you know. It are white collar gangs too, you know. And them just go with more than them gang fellas and them, you know. Them just go with more. Yeah? But we just crucify them. Do we treat them white collar gangs the same way? Do we treat them the same way? Let me go back to the chat. Professor Eugenia Pundit says Professor Warstadamas, listening and understanding are two different things, especially with the names you just called. Correct is right, Eugenia. Yeah, George. Alwari didn't know he was hanging the PNM Jack with that piece of legislation. He hung the PNM Jack. Correct? He hung the PNM Jack. Yeah? Steve, I wonder if Steve answered the question. Let me see if Steve answered the question. Let me go back to Steve. Let me see Steve. Let me see Steve voice. I wonder if Steve's still there, boy. Steve. Watch this now. I tell all you. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Eh? Yes, Steve answer now. Steve answers that. Steve is a video looker now. He's an expert on looking at video. Your video looks fake because the song and video are not in sync. Oh God, Steve, that's the best you could come up with. At least, but let Patricia we defend you a little bit now. Patricia, defend him now. Defend him now, Patricia, please. Patricia, we defend him. Southwestern, welcome.
Good night again, that everyone. And I like how I'm trying to come back here, boy. Professor,
yeah.
I want to say good night to Patricia, Weed, and Steve. And God, Ganga Chana, and the Waffle, and my partner Walrick, and the next Red, and the next Steve. Don't leave without Patricia Weed. But here what's going on. Listen to this piece of AI to now, because Patricia Weed, you know, Delcy, and my honorable sweetheart Prime Minister, Ms. Kamala Prasad Bissessa SC, was correspondent in talks. Is he all there now? I wonder since you lost the diplomatic passport, like you know, diplomacy again to go by Delcia. I wonder why so, but everything for them for them is AI. But here what's going on all here. Don't change the narrative for the listeners, because here what's going on. The PNM is a known entity. Yeah? When they're in government, they just forget their supporters. I'll never remind all it tonight now. You know the monkey hole? And not the monkey hole, Kumak, Chumakat, right? I'll say the right way so all understand. Yeah. Yeah. So, all the people up the hill there, check it out what years. They say great is the PNM. And you know why they say great is the PNM? What they destroy the treasury, and yet still they hold on to the people at Mama Guy earlier. Because Patricia, here and earlier, the group earlier answer the question, right? Look what's going on there. Why Delcy and then sent back the boatload of aid? Because you see, when people in humanity and love people, they come to understand it, they get to realize that the PNM had the see again, and all the mischief all they make, and all the narrative, all they just looking for local government election to try to tell the people to vote for you, to deprive them the basic goods and services and see how they gain money. But we better than that. The people had spoken and they will continue speaking out. So all don't fight too much, because here what's going on. We're going to start the San Fernando project, what I was talking about, with $3-4 billion, and cost overrun and all gang it, right? The UNC come to finish project that the PNL will start. Professor, you know how much years was I supposed to run a water line from the Piaco water treatment to Point Fortin? Is the UNC do it? The highway to Point Fortin before Patricia Weed could have been a nursery. The highway to Point Fortin, the PNM had it. The UNC started, they take a UNC government to deliver the hospital in San Fernando, and the Kuva Children Hospital to get children aid. Is the UNC, we will do it. What the PNM does do? Yes, Mama Guy earlier, and Patricia always supported it. Have a nice night, Professor. I'll give somebody else to talk.
Yeah, thank you, Southwestern. So, folks, the PNM very silent on this. The PNM is very silent on this issue here. Very, very silent. Right? They can't say nothing. I keep telling people of Trinidad and Tobago. The Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago is the transformational leader of the Western Hemisphere. Let me repeat that. Right? The Prime Minister, Kamala Persad-Bissessar, is the transformational leader of the Western Hemisphere. Take a listen to this.
A message from Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar. Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela reaffirm bonds of solidarity following earthquake tragedy. The government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago wishes to inform the public that Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar has exchanged correspondence with Her Excellency Delcy Eloina Rodriguez Gomez, acting president of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, following the devastating earthquakes which struck Venezuela on June 24, 2026. In a letter dated July 8, 2026, President Rodriguez conveyed the heartfelt appreciation of the government and people of Venezuela for the expressions of sympathy, solidarity, and support extended by the government and people of Trinidad and Tobago during this difficult period. President Rodriguez described Trinidad and Tobago's support as a beacon of hope in times of sorrow, and noted that it reaffirmed that the path between nations is solidarity. Prime Minister Persad-Bissessar has since responded to President Rodriguez, reaffirming Trinidad and Tobago's unwavering commitment to supporting the people of Venezuela as they continue their recovery and rebuilding efforts. In her correspondence, the Prime Minister recalled their telephone conversation of June 26, 2026, during which she advised that Trinidad and Tobago had activated a major public-private sector humanitarian relief initiative for Venezuela. She noted that the first shipment, comprising more than 230 tons of humanitarian supplies, arrived at the international port of La Guaira on July 10, 2026. The Prime Minister also advised that Trinidad and Tobago continues to work closely with Venezuelan authorities to facilitate the delivery of requested vaccines via Caribbean Airlines and has actively approved overflight requests from several countries to support international humanitarian relief operations destined for Venezuela. Prime Minister Persad Becesser reaffirmed that, as Trinidad and Tobago's closest neighbor, Venezuela occupies a special place in the region and in the hearts of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. She further assured President Rodriguez that the government of Trinidad and Tobago will continue to stand ready to assist the people of Venezuela whenever they face natural disasters or humanitarian challenges requiring support. The Prime Minister emphasized that the shared geography, history, and long-standing friendship between the two countries call for compassion, solidarity, and practical cooperation in times of adversity. The government of Trinidad and Tobago remains deeply committed to working closely with the government and people of Venezuela to support recovery efforts and to further strengthen the long-standing ties.
There you have it. There you have it. There you have it. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, you see it? Yeah. PNM. Yeah. You all upset about that, right? Yeah, remember they was talking about Pusna non grata. Remember that? Remember that? Yeah. Mr. Ruka.
Yeah. Good night,
Mr. Ruka.
Professor and Uncle.
But let's
Yeah.
do this. You see that statement you made last night? You should take it back. Nobody want you made? Yeah, you should take that one back. Remember?
Yeah, well, I take back that statement.
Correct. I like that. I like that.
Yes, I take back that.
Yeah, I like that.
But you know, it'll be sometimes when your blood get a little hot in the evening.
Yeah, but that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, but I will call a naturalist, you know, meaning that it's a universal thing. If people living in this world and they're educated and they can see through the lines of like the PNM, the evil Akito Rowley and all the kind of thing. I just see them in a different form, just like how them see, because you know why? I just see that as real evil people. Evil people don't see truth. The truth that be there all around and they don't see it. So sometimes when I get on a thing, I go thing, but I take back them thing. But what I'm saying is that all the PNMites feeling to see Kamala and Delcy Rodriguez speaking. You see what I say, the evil part? Watch it. They, when him see the goodness in that, they will still see the evil in that.
Yeah, correct.
You understand? So these people, when I deal with them, I just can't deal with them like normal. I ain't dealing with them evil, you know, but I don't want to deal with them real now. Because I just can't see where's the sense you go to school. You're educated. You know good from bad. You're seeing bad. But you're still thinking it's good. But they ain't no dunce. They ain't say that they ain't dunce. They was stupid or nothing, you know. But they're just evil. And they tell you good is always conquer evil. So a man like me does see them like I just see them through. You does see them through. Professor Tom does, we just see them through. You understand? So that's why sometimes we do. Because you're gonna see they're gonna find something bad to say about something good.
Correct.
Kamala talking to them.
I just said that. Hold on there. Let me read something for you. I just said that. Listen to this, right? I have it for on the screen. Here was Steve PNMD says. That means nothing. You're still not getting dragon gas. Venezuela will not forget your betrayal. Just as you said. You see, you know, boy, you know, boy.
You understand? Now, Larry say if a hypothetical something are talking. Larry say if she was to send gas, and she say, well, here happened. I sending gas, and the people who will go down just the UNC people alone. You know, he go say they send gas for him, and he entitled. All of a sudden, he could be entitled to that same statement. That stupid Trini, whoever, his name is Steve. You see how dotish them is? Them is Trini. Them can be Trini. Because anyhow you take it, if himself, PNM come in power and they're dealing good with Delcy, the UNC could still enjoy the gas and the oil.
Correct.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because all we treaty them at go, the PM alone go eat and drink all the gas in Lavanti or wherever up so. The country still have to enjoy the benefits. But I was telling you why you just have to be a naturalist with them when you're listening to them. You just have to see through the evil. It's evil you're dealing with, Not just don't feel it's just normal people. Evil people is people with a see truth and deny it, And they say that in the Bible they call that Satan or some kind of thing. So understand. I don't see through them, you don't see through them. It has nothing to do with a UNC or a PNM, They're just naturally evil. Have a good night.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Ruka. Well, yeah? Mr. Ruka, take it back. That's how we just do it, That's how we just do it. Yeah, boy. Steve says it means nothing, boy. Steve really and truly means nothing. But folks, watch this, Watch this. Look at this, Let me play this first. Oh, listen to this, right? Listen to this.
That the PNM has found itself in.
Try and sync your brain with your thoughts. So then something good will come out.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, look on.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say. But anyway, folks, this is. Oh, I was playing this. Let me play this for you.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM.
June 11, 2026, the cabinet gave Bluto and Super Jockeys permission to withdraw the proposal before them to celebrate our 64th year of independence. So unless a new proposal has happened between June 12th and now, the celebration have been cancelled based on this document. But listen to this. Listen to this. I tell all you something, If all you think education is expensive, try ignorance, Really and truly, And the PNM people just make it too easy. Listen to this. Listen to this.
For immediate release. Media release. Ministry of Defense clarifies misleading claims regarding independence celebrations. The Ministry of Defense is aware of information currently being circulated on social media alleging that Independence Day celebrations have been canceled. These claims are false and misleading. At a time when the nation should be focused on unity, patriotism, and national pride, it is regrettable that some individuals continue to promote incomplete information and unsubstantiated conclusions for public consumption, with the clear intention of causing disharmony and confusion. Members of the public are encouraged to rely on official information issued through authorized government channels and to exercise caution when engaging with unverified claims circulated on social media platforms, particularly those with clear agendas designed to mislead. The Ministry of Defense remains committed to supporting national observances in keeping with established government policy and will provide official updates through the appropriate channels. The Independence Day celebrations will proceed as planned. Wayne D. Sturge, Minister of Defense.
Well, let's see. It is so easy. Why do the propagandists of the PNM make it so easy to debunk their fake news? Why? Why is that? Or let us stop making it so easy, I tell all you. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Yeah, well, listen, all you try to debunk this too now. Take a listen to this, folks. try to debunk this too. Listen to this. I want you all to listen to this. Let me get rid of Steve quote there. Oh, that thing running already. Let me play this for you all. Listen to this, And I have two more I'm going to play for you all. Two more.
Tobago's new gateway. Airport terminal opening date confirmed. The Ministry of Transport and Civil Aviation has confirmed that an opening date has been set for the new ANR Robinson International Airport Terminal in Tobago, marking a major milestone in the island's infrastructure transformation. Certification. The terminal was fully certified and formally handed over to the airport's authority by NIDCO on June 14, 2026. Investment. The Division of Finance, Trade, and the Economy has released $10 million toward the interior build-out for concessionaires and Tobago-inspired beautification. Oversight. Minister Eli Zakar, alongside Augustine, has personally toured the site multiple times to confirm operational readiness. This is a government that delivers on its promises for Tobago, investing in world-class infrastructure that will boost tourism, strengthen connectivity, and open new economic opportunities for the island's people. Unlocking.
All I remember when they opened it, and they had a practical opening, right? Practical opening. Yeah, it was a practical opening, man. Yeah, the practical opening. Watch it now. Watch it now. Yeah? Right? Yeah, that is one. That is one.
TNT's future. Government secures $5 billion in new U.S. investment. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar, the government has successfully signed 3 landmark memoranda of understanding with leading United States organizations, unlocking potential investment exceeding $5 billion for Trinidad and Tobago. Data center development. Ernst & Young LLP will establish a framework for a proposed 300-megawatt data center. AI infrastructure. Hummingbird AI Holdings will advance a 150-megawatt AI and data center facility with room to scale to 500 megawatts. Strategic metals and steel. Pinnacle Steel and Vanadium Corporation will explore refurbishing and recommissioning the iron and steel plant at Point Lezis. Together, these initiatives are expected to create over 5,000 skilled and semi-skilled jobs for citizens. This milestone builds on a remarkable 2 months for TNT's economy, the largest bond oversubscription since 2013, Moody's upgrade of the country's outlook from negative to stable, and a new World Bank Group permanent office in Port of Spain.
See? 2. They don't want that. Facts. 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 What is that one again? Let me see. What is this one here? I think there's the one here, right? Let me see if there is it here. There's the one here. I think there's the one here. Let me play this one quick. Quick. Let me get it. I think it's this one here.
Yeah. PNM propaganda fire upon that. Yeah. Mr. Wall Street, man with the facts. I was ready for the propaganda. Put it to rest. You see that? Yeah. PNM propaganda fire upon that. Yeah. Mr. Wall Street, man with the facts. I was ready for the propaganda. Put it.
Under this government, international confidence is for people, clarifying the status of the Heritage and Stabilization Fund. In recent discussions regarding the management of national assets, Finance Minister Davendranath Tanku provided data in Parliament to clarify the current status of the Heritage and Stabilization Fund, HSF. The report highlights the following figures. Fund growth. As of June 4th, 2020, the HSF balance stood at US $6.60 billion, an increase from US $5.98 billion recorded during the previous year. Management strategy.
P&M propaganda fire upon that. Mr. Wall Street, man with the facts. I was ready for the propaganda. Put it.
Oh God! Mr. Florida, welcome.
your mic, Mr. Hanson. Be here, let me see.
No, it's on. I put it on. It's on.
All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. I put it on, folks. Up on the mic. Yeah. All right. Let me finish listening to this one. Let me finish.
The government maintains that the HSF is being managed as a strategic national safeguard rather than a resource for short-term expenditure. Historical performance. Projections indicated that if these levels were sustained through June 30th, the fund would reach the highest balance in its history. Transparency remains a priority as the government continues to publish these fiscal figures for public record.
Yeah, they want to talk about it. I'm gonna make sure my mic on here. They want to talk about the HSF. Look at that. Look at it. Facts. Only don't like facts. Only like FAX. Facts.
Yeah. P&M propaganda fire upon that. Mr. Wall Street, man with the facts. I was ready for the propaganda. Put it.
Put it to rest. But folks, there is more, you know. There is more. That is only three, you know. That is three. Yeah, three. Let me give all you five more. Listen to this one. Listen to this. Whenever we come to WZYE 95.9 FM with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street, all we do is bring you the facts. Not FAX. FACTS. 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 Take a listen.
Finance Minister Davendernath Tanku has given nurses, teachers, and other public sector workers at the bargaining table a clear commitment. Relief is coming. During the 2026 mid-year budget review, Minister Tanku confirmed that appropriate provisions will be made in the budget 2027 to meet union settlements once quantification is complete over the coming weeks and months. Trinidad and Tobago National Nursing Association President Edie Stewart welcomed the announcement, thanking the minister for his clear and unambiguous statement, and noting the association now expects regional health authority workers, including nursing and midwifery personnel, to receive a salary increase. A government that shows up for the frontline workers who cared for this country through its hardest moments with a real funding commitment, not just words. Honoring our educators. $19.8 million back pay cleared for UWI and costed staff. The Ministry of Tertiary Education and Skills Training has successfully secured $19.8 million in supplementary funding to settle long outstanding salary payments and statutory obligations owed to staff at the University of the West Indies and costed. $13 million approved to cover retroactive payments to 56 UWI academic and senior administrative staff, some owed as far back as 2014 to 2020. $6.8 million approved for costed, covering salary increases, backdated to 2012 to 2018 and implemented this April for 326 staff, plus gratuity and statutory payments for 82 more. Minister Prakash Persad said the allocations reflect the government's commitment to honoring its obligations to employees while strengthening the institutions that help shape Trinidad and Tobago's future. Real people, waiting years for pay they were owed, finally made whole. This is what putting workers first looks like. Protecting our infrastructure. Government bans copper exports. The Ministry of Trade, Investment, and Tourism has moved decisively to protect the nation's public and private infrastructure, issuing legal notice number 540, a one-year ban on the export of copper, effective July 10th, 2026 to July 9th, 2027. The measure directly responds to the rising wave of copper theft and vandalism that has been disrupting essential public services and costing state agencies and private businesses significant time and money to repair. Licensed manufacturers can still apply for permission to export copper that is a genuine byproduct or surplus of their own production. So legitimate industry isn't penalized, only the theft economy that has been targeting our infrastructure. This is a government that listens to the utilities, businesses, and communities affected by copper theft and acts with real, enforceable policy, not just talk. TNT's new deepwater frontier. ExxonMobil completes first seismic campaign. Energy Minister Dr. Rudal Munilal has confirmed that ExxonMobil has nearly completed its first seismic acquisition campaign in Block TTUD-1, a major milestone in Trinidad and Tobago's push into ultra-deepwater exploration. Speed. ExxonMobil hit its target of starting seismic acquisition within 6 months of signing the production sharing contract, crediting the Energy Ministry and the EMA for swift, responsive regulatory processing. Investment. $3,659,750 was paid directly to the Energy Ministry in the company's first contract year, with $935,000 of that going straight into training, research, and scholarship programs for TNT nationals. Partnership. Government support helped bring American company Oxy into the block as a farm-in partner, strengthening the venture's technical capacity. Minister Munilal called Trinidad and Tobago the gold standard for energy negotiations, and this milestone proves it. The UNC government's Energy Accelerator Hub is delivering real investment, real jobs training, and a new chapter for TNT's energy future. Free dental care, real results, 60 TNT patients treated. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar and Health Minister Dr. Lakram Bodo marked the successful close of a week-long U.S. Southern Command (SOUTHCOM) humanitarian mission that delivered free dental care across 5 public health facilities in Trinidad and Tobago. Reach. Military dental professionals worked alongside Ministry of Health staff at Mayaro, Siparia, Cuva, Diego Martin, and the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex, treating and extractions. Investment. The $38,000 initiative, run with the Ministry of Health and Ministry of Agriculture, included the donation of unused dental supplies and pharmaceutical items to strengthen local capacity long after the mission ends. Partnership. A parallel veterinary program with the Ministry of Agriculture reflected the shared One Health approach linking human, animal, and environmental health. This is what the UNC government's international partnerships deliver in practice. Real healthcare access for citizens who may have faced barriers to treatment and lasting institutional capacity for TNT's public health system. When UNC wins, everyone wins.
So there you have it, folks. More initiatives. And before we go, let me give you the last one. There's one more. Let me give you one more. Yeah. Things are getting done. Do not believe the PNM propagandists. Do not believe them. As we say here, we bring you the facts, the whole facts, and nothing but the facts. And here is the last set of facts that you will get before you go tonight. Take a listen to this.
Blueprint is moving to the contract phase. We are officially entering the next stage of our national transformation. Minister of Works and Infrastructure, Gillian John, has confirmed that the revitalization blueprint is advancing rapidly, with contracts for 120 major projects expected to be awarded very soon. This ambitious plan is set to reshape our economic landscape and create significant opportunities for all citizens. Job creation. At its peak, this megaproject is projected to generate approximately 72,000 new jobs across sectors like construction, technology, hospitality, and engineering. National transformation, from a new technology park to the modernization of our infrastructure. We are building a more competitive and vibrant Trinidad and Tobago. Global confidence. With nearly 1,000 expressions of interest from investors worldwide, the world is taking notice of our commitment to growth. Together, we turn our vision for a modern, prosperous nation into reality. We are not just planning for tomorrow. We are building it today. Opening doors for our citizens. Spain grants TNT visa-free travel. Trinidad and Tobago citizens can now travel to Spain without a visa after Spain's Ministry of Foreign Affairs named TNT among 9 CARICOM countries granted visa-free access for short stays. The arrangement allows TNT citizens to travel to Spain and the wider Schengen area for tourism, business, and short visits of up to 90 days within any 180-day period, joining Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, the Bahamas, Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's a welcome recognition of TNT's growing international standing. Every open door abroad is an opportunity for our people. This government remains committed to expanding TNT's global reach for citizens. Fiscal turnaround. Deficit cut from 5.8% to 4% of GDP. Finance Minister Davendernath Tanku narrowed Trinidad and Tobago's fiscal deficit and put the country on stronger financial footing. Delivering the 2026 mid-year budget review in Parliament, Minister Tanku reported that for October 1st, 2025 to April 30th, 2026, revenue stood at approximately $30.1 billion against a projection of $28.0 billion, while expenditure came in at $31.8 billion against a projection of $34.5 billion. Since the UNC government assumed office, the overall fiscal deficit has fallen from $10.07 billion, 5.8% of GDP, to $7.01 billion, 4% of GDP, a clear signal of renewed investor confidence and disciplined public spending. This is what responsible governance looks like, modernizing the state while protecting the people. New central block handed over. Port of Spain General Hospital's $1.3 billion tower is ready. The Ministry of Works and Infrastructure has officially handed over the keys to the new central block at the Port of Spain General Hospital campus, completing one of the country's most significant public healthcare infrastructure projects. Minister of Works and Infrastructure Gillian John formally issued the taking over certificate and delivered the facility's operations and maintenance manuals to the Ministry of Health on July 14th, transferring risk, security, and maintenance of the 540-bed, $1.3 billion facility to healthcare administrators. Built by Udicut, the central block will be integrated into the existing hospital campus and operated by the Northwest Regional Health Authority, NWRHA, expanding TNT's capacity to deliver modern, high-quality healthcare services. This handover reflects the UNC government's continued commitment to strengthening TNT's public health system, because quality healthcare is not a privilege, it is a right. Safeguards first. $5 billion investment next. The UNC government has heard the concerns citizens have raised about the proposed AI data center projects, and Minister of Public Administration and Artificial Intelligence Dominic Smith has confirmed exactly what protections are in place before a single shovel goes into the ground. Following the signing of 3 memoranda of understanding potentially worth over $5 billion, Minister Smith was clear. These agreements are a starting point for due diligence, not final approval. Full environmental, technical, and regulatory assessments must be completed before any project advances. Feasibility studies and technical analysis remain mandatory steps in the process. Government has committed to transparent, open communication with the public as the projects progress. People are well in their right to have their concerns and ask questions, and the government will provide transparent, open communication with the public as the projects progress. Minister Dominic Smith. At the same time, the opportunity is real. Over 5,000 new jobs, hundreds of millions in foreign direct investment, and a chance to diversify our economy into the digital sector. All while TNT's environment and water resources are protected first. This is what responsible governance looks like. Still delivering for the economy. When UNC wins, everyone wins.
So there you have it, folks. Other initiatives by the current government, and we bring you the facts, the whole facts and nothing but the facts. But folks, put your closing comments in the chat, send your closing voice notes. I think I have 1 or 2 voice notes I have to play here. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay, here it is. Okay.
Good night again, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and to everybody out there. Wall Street, if I am to understand what Faris just said there, right, about your wealth, how come Camille Robinson Regis, who lied to the bank about her source of income, right? The files are still with the police and the DPP, still outside. But we have a demon on the chat only asking about who before the court and sitting in Parliament. I wish somebody will explain that to me. You see how they just be pointing fingers at other people, but they're not seeing the ones pointing back at them? This woman deliberately lied to the bank, sorry, about her source of income. Where she get the 140-something thousand hiding in her handbag. But they're not seeing that, you know. No. They only see who have court matters and sitting in Parliament. What about Darrell Smith? The Wabby Grabby. That was okay. That was acceptable. And this thing with Foster Cummins and the money in Venture Credit Union. They have a lot to answer for, but they're not seeing that, you know. No. They're only seeing who's sitting in Parliament and before the courts. But everybody supposed to have their day in courts. Let that bother all you. Don't study where Camille get the money from. Good night again, Wall Street. Good night. Here, you have me laughing here, you know. PNMites eating their heart out. You know why? Not only with this Delcy issue, they thought that she was not going to thank the Prime Minister, and she did. And what about the CARICOM issue? They thought CARICOM was going to insult her, chase her, whatever. And look at the camaraderie that went on there. She offered to include them in the prosthetic program, right? And they agree to take the Barnett issue to the Caribbean Court of Justice. You see? And that have them antsy. That have them jittery. They can't handle it. They find it all kind of excuses to cuss the woman. And look at it. Who is persona non grata now? Well, we know that definitely, PNM definitely is persona non grata in Tobago. So PNMites, eat all your heart out.
Thank you. Folks, hey, somebody say Penny New York for John Day. When was that? Hey, I missed that. They say Penny in New York for John Day. I wonder if she going to the Alshafton. I feel so, you know. Folks, I'm going to put your closing comments in the chat. Send your closing voice note. Yeah. So Tommy will be back with us. Don't forget, Sunday, folks, we're going from 2 to 3 o'clock because of the World Cup. So we're going to only be here for 2 hours. And, you know, we will start just for the 2 hours. You know, I was Spain to win. And I have a reason why, but I will talk about that Sunday. I was Spain to win. And it's not the fault of the Argentinian players, but I was Spain to win. There's a particular reason. Some of you may know, and some of you may not. But I was Spain to win. Here's my closing comment. I was Spain to win. Well, you know why I want Spain to win, right? I go tell all you why on Sunday. Here we go.
Good morning, God. Today I begin my day in search of you with an open heart and a soul ready to receive you. I need you, your love and your peace that calms my heart. In the midst of doubts, you are my certainty. In the midst of struggles, you are my strength. Walk with me, Lord, and guide every step I take today. If fear arises, remind me that in you I am stronger. If challenges come, teach me to trust in your perfect plans. If anxiety tries to take over, fill my heart with your peace that surpasses all understanding. May your love and grace shine through my words and actions today. May I carry your presence in every step I take and share your light with others. Give me the courage to face any obstacles and the patience to wait for your will to unfold. Lord, guide me with your wisdom, fill me with hope, and lead me toward your best. Amen. May your day be filled with blessings and the peace that only God can offer.
From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say what I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Folks, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up with your closing quotes.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshed, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, like, and share WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. Let me go to the chat. Omelola says, I say. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the closing quotes. Banwariki says, bye, folks. Nick says, no way, Professor. Argentina all the way. You're supporting Gordon. I ain't supporting Gordon. I'm supporting Spain. I want Spain to win. I want Spain. Michael Scotland said, good night all until Sunday. Please, God, hats off to past and quotes off to the future. So until. Santa Cruz said, till Sunday, God willing, stay blessed, stay safe, stay dry and hydrated, and stay away from hypocrites, mocking pretenders, and PNM propagandists like Gordon and Steve. Yeah. Propagandists at its fullest. Andrew says, be mindful, be grateful, be positive, be truthful, and be kind. Better days are coming. Have a peaceful and blessed night. Thank you, Andrew. Anthony forwarded out the East says, Wall Street, Spain will win this World Cup, my brother. I agree with you. Spain all the way. Spain all the way. Gordon Gangachana, Jaijan Joseph, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance, says, talk God and man, and if you see rest, you will not be fooled by any of these 6.5. God is love. Pray, pray, pray. Take me long to read that. Oh God. Santa says, people who thrive on hate need others to share the same belief. Alone, they are just as sad and pathetic. There we go. Yeah. Don't have no hate in your heart, people. Don't want no hate in your heart. Johnny C says, good night, Wall Street. Thanks for the night program. Good night, everyone, till we meet again. Pleasant dreams. Lenora come back says, see you guys on Sunday football. Who will be the winner? Spain. Spain is the winner. Spain is the winner. Anthony Ford says, good night, Wall Street, and everyone in the chat. Be safe out there, my friends. Santa Cruz says, people who drive and hate. All right, let's read that one. S. Smooth says, have a blessed night and stay safe. Walk on the right side until we meet again. Bato says, go Argentina. Albert Montano, welcome. Good night, Anthem and Tommy. Good night to you, Albert. Welcome. That's it, folks. We are out of here. We see you on Sunday, from 1 to 3 p.m. right here on WZYE 95.9 FM. We out of here. Oh, let me read this last quote here. Donna Alexander says, good night, Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy, and all fans who are locked on. Safe and blessed night to all. No storm lasts forever. Hold on. Be brave. Have faith. Every storm is temporary, and we never face the storm alone. God is always with us. Good night. May God's love surround you. His angel watch over you, and his blessings give you a restful night and a joyful tomorrow. Spain all the way, Donna Alexander. Thank you, folks. We are out of here. Bye-bye.
Lord, we tune into WZYE 95.9, the world right in the airwaves, shining bright and fine. From Margate to the islands, the signal never fades. We lift our hands and praise you for the joy that it brings today. Bless Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, all the viewers too. Every viewer, every caller, every chatter in the crew. Pour your favor on the station. Let the Holy Ghost flow free. WZYE 95.9 broadcasting.